sorry for the weird cut. We have to change locations because there's background noise. Where I left off, I was saying that what I hope the AP boot camp's going to be like. I hope that people take from it what they can do to better learn in the AP classes, not only to pass the AP tests, but to kind of take the subject matter for each of the classes and synthesize it into a different understanding of the world we live in, because these AP classes not only prepare us for college courses and give us college credit if we pass the AP exams, but they also expose us to different ideas that we normally would not be exposed to otherwise, or not as high a level or as fast a pace. The regular classes have, I don't know, to me, I kind of don't see them as lower in status in the AP classes, because sometimes you get to touch on topics that aren't time constricted because of the AP exam. AP classes are very fast paced, and not only they can't touch on all the topics that they would like to. So I'm not saying that regular classes aren't the same. I want students to realize that AP classes and regular classes together, just the subject matter, they touch on topics that connect to each other. For example, this year there was a string of days where we watched movies in class that related to each other a lot. In APS, for example, I had Mr. Forrest, and we were watching a documentary called Divided We Fall. It was about a young woman, as a project, I believe, was taking recordings going around the country, recording people, the aftermath of 9/11 and how that backlashed on Muslim communities and communities that aren't even Muslim, that just looked like this stereotypic picture of what terrorists are. And I just thought back to the history classes of sophomore year and junior year, how we talked about 9/11 and how we talked about just wars in general, and how we other these people that they don't represent an evil, but through this othering, we kind of connect this image of evil with certain people, certain looks, races, ethnicities, religions. Like, to me, I don't find that right necessarily to say that everybody of that characteristic shares a certain trait with just an example or of what someone else who looked like that did. They shouldn't connect the two. But in APS we would watch that, and then I would go to Mr. Seaton's class and we would be watching other documentaries on why we fight, another documentary on the Middle East, and we just connect to each other. And then as a senior, I'm taking Asian American Studies, which I did take freshman year, but we would also watch videos on Japanese internment. We'd watch videos on just the discrimination that Asian Americans face during the period when they were coming here, immigrating. And all of it seemed very similar, and I want to stress that AP classes and regular classes like Asian American, there's things that you can take from all the classes and come to understand more about the world around you, and just have to be open to new ideas. So I'm kind of hoping that the AP Bootcamp would make studying easier, so that people would not focus too much on turning in assignments, getting grades, but looking at what does the subject really mean, and how you want to take that learning to further your education or entering the workforce, and what kind of person shape who you are. A word on AP tests. The AP tests are hard if you don't keep up with the classes, especially econ, since the first semester you don't see it for a whole semester, and then you're expected to take the AP test. So we study like crazy right before the AP test, trying to review econ, which turned out to be this year the hardest AP test, as you guys can agree.
Besides physics.
Well, physics has a history of being hard. like AP Chem too, but then I think that's more of a resource thing at school, like support for chemistry students. But just keep up with your studies. Do the study guides. The study guides, I believe Forrest and Pava assign study guides, right? That are due every so often. I'd say maybe like
Once or twice a week.
really? Well,
Once a week at least.
At most twice a
Yeah.
week, but at least once a week. Not always on the same day. It ranges. But the study guides, you can do them without reading. You can skim and do them. But then just pay attention to the lectures. Pay attention to the... Hi, good morning.